Romania closed down a couple weeks after I got out in 91. I was the fifth and last adoption for All God's Children before Romania closed down. My name is Miana Huneycutt, and I was born in Romania, and this is my signature of hope. I still have the original swaddling clothes I was wrapped in. I have a little hat that I was in, little shirt. I don't know what the P stands for. We tried to figure it out, but we don't know what it is.
It was hot, so there's no air conditioning anywhere. There's no screens on the window.
Yeah, and there were 5 babies in the room, and every one of them was wrapped up literally in swaddling clothing like you would think about in the scriptures.
I also had, this is my bottle that I had in the hospital, and the nipple's broken off, but it was filled with formula. This is what fed me until my parents came and got me.
But we just looked down at Miana, and she had mosquito bites as well as what the other children did also. But she just kind of looked up at us with dark brown eyes, and it's like she just said, "Where have you been?" You know, and it was just amazing.
Adoption to me means a forever family. God knew that my parents couldn't have children, and so He knew that there was a little girl in Romania that needed a family, and so He knew that He had all this ordained even before I was born, that I would come into the Huneycutt family. But the children that were abandoned around the same time I was, 1990, 1991, they are now aged out of the orphanages. Some of them do have AIDS and are just dying. Some of them just live on the streets. They live in the sewers. A lot of the girls are prostitutes. There's a lot of drugs going on. But they just don't have the tools to survive in the world, and no education. And so that's probably where I would be if I had not been adopted. Helping people know that adoption is a very special thing. Because I was adopted, family is very important to me. I don't feel like I was adopted. I know that I was adopted, but I don't feel like that. I feel like I was just born into this family. And so I want other adopted children to know that, you know, how special adoption is. And parents, some parents may be thinking about adoption, but they're just not quite sure if they could love that child just as much or financially. And I just want to make them aware that there are programs to help you adopt. That child is yours no matter how they came into your family. I have a passion for music. I play the violin. I started playing at 5 years old. I also teach violin. I have several students. And so it's neat to see them grow from playing Twinkle Twinkle to playing a piece by Bach or by Handel. But I also have a passion for politics and history in our country. I feel that young and old, children and adults need to know what our founding fathers paid so we can have the freedom we have today. The last line of the Declaration of Independence says, "We mutually pledge our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor." And so that's really one of my passions, is to let adopted children know that they should be thankful for what they have. And there's a poem called Legacy of an Adopted Child. And one of those lines says, one gave you life, the other taught you how to live it. My birth mother gave me life, but my mom and my dad teach me how to live it. They give me the tools, and they show Christ to me, so I know how to live my life. If I ever met my birth parents, I would probably say thank you for giving me up. I know it can be an emotional time. But to know that they love me so much to give me up, to abandon me, means a lot to me. So I'd probably just tell them thank you. I'd probably tell them te iubesc, which means I love you in Romanian.